Hey, it's Kevin from Kevin's Photography.
Patrick here with Dream Factory Productions.
We're here to discuss today the importance that your photographer and your DJ work well together at a wedding. If they know each other, have a lot of experience working as a team, it will make your wedding go so smoothly. What are some of the advantages that you guys have as DJs when you know your photographer, when you've worked with your photographer?
Well, one of the great things about working with somebody like yourself and your team and a professional photographer is one, working with the timeline. We can coordinate our times well in advance before the wedding even takes place. We know if you're going to be taking them for sunset photos or any other specialty candidates that you may be getting. So it allows us to really construct that timeline to make sure things are supposed to happen when they're supposed to be happening, so there's not any errors as far as like the timing goes or setbacks.
That makes a lot of sense. I know you guys at Dream Factory Productions, when we know that you're going to be the DJs at the wedding, we know it's going to go so well. Imagine us having to go to a wedding and there's no DJ. There's an iPod or a stereo system set up,
Right.
And we're the ones that end up having to announce everything. You know, the brides, the best man, nobody knows the order of things, what should take place, when it should take place, or how it should take place. And then us as the photographers, not only do we have to photograph the event, but we have to organize everything at the reception. And I'm not saying we mind doing that, but we'd really want to concentrate on our job as creating wonderful images instead of having to also do the job as an announcer.
And it really helps us just in several aspects as far as knowing what you're going to do. And it just creates the overall elements, for the guest as well, too. While we're doing certain things, I've seen you and your staff go around to tables and get like family shots and whatnot. So that team effort can pull together so many different little aspects, compared to if they have an uncle or somebody that's unprofessional that doesn't know what they're doing or how to coordinate a wedding. It can eat up time that can run into, parent dances being delayed, dinner being delayed, and just really make things not fall into place the way that they should.
Yeah, I've heard of weddings where, they'll have a photographer who's not a professional, a family member, a friend, somebody who doesn't own a studio, maybe does it part-time out of their home, something like that. And before you know it, they're taking the bride and groom away from the reception. The DJ doesn't even know that the bride and groom are gone, and all of a sudden the timeline is just kaput. All the guests are getting bored, they're leaving. It can really mess things up, can it?
Oh yeah, definitely seen it numerous times. There is a lot of instances that we work with people that are not so-called, professionals like yourself that really don't have any idea what they're doing. It's just, a family member or somebody that went out and has, a decent camera. Doesn't make them a professional. They don't know how to run a wedding or what shots to get. One of our biggest pet peeves when it comes to that is we spend hours at a time making our setups look beautiful as far as physically, pleasing to, the guest and the couple as well.
Sure.
And we'll have, people come and just plop bags and stuff, secondhand, like photography gear in front of our booths and whatnot. And that can really, take away from the specialness of the day.
Oh, it can. I know that you guys put so much effort into the uplighting and the way the cake is lit, the way you announce those dances. I've seen your Dancing on the Clouds feature, and some of those shots can be tricky to get if you don't know what you're doing.
Definitely.
And a bride has invested so much time and effort and even money into your services to make everything in her reception just right. And you really need to make sure that she's got the photographs to have that memory. Those photographs to show her family, to share with her children years down the road. The money a bride and groom spend on their wedding, it's an investment. It's an investment in their future. It's an investment of their family. And how do you see that?
Definitely. I view it as being an investment into their day than rather a cost. Because when working with somebody like Dream Factory Productions and Kevin's Photography, we bring that professional element to it. So it's just not a cost. We're going to be there to make sure that they're taken care of every step of the way. So really when it comes down to us, when we're DJing their wedding, is we're creating those moments and those specialty things for you to capture that they can highlight, 15, 20 plus years down the road. So,
Good point.
And with the beautiful things that Kevin's Photography does as far as like books and prints and everything else, you really get to capture that. So it's really investing into that value than rather just a cost, that they're going to have something that's going to last a lifetime with the memories, one, that we create, and then the images and everything else you here at Kevin's Photography captures.
Sure. Wow, that's well said. So I'm Kevin from Kevin's Photography, and we are really looking forward to photographing your wedding and meeting all your family soon.
And I'm Patrick with Dream Factory Productions. We look forward to celebrating with you all and hope you have a happy new year, and look forward to seeing you all on the dance floor in 2017.
Get the right team. Have a wonderful wedding.